Hey, what up, guys? What up? Hey, it's Ivan the Great. It's Ivan the Great, guys. And I've been up to a lot of good things here. But what I'm doing, uh, I'm taking the opportunity to show you tonight how I use my mixer when I'm mixing down. Now, when I'm mixing down uh, my music, I use my mixer to pump up my drums. So I pump my drums out of Pro Tools on an individual bus, and then I route them back in through my aux going into channel 32, 31 and 32, and then 29 as a mono channel. So I use 29 as a mono, 31, 32 as stereo, and I pump them back in. Okay, so I got the drums. Now that's how I fatten up my drums in my mix. This is how you're gonna fatten up your drums in your mix. If you want fat drums in your mix, then you're gonna have to pump them out and pump them back in. You can also just pump them. You don't have to pump them out and pump them back in. You can just go directly pump them into the room. So what I've done is, let's get over here. What I've done is I have created, let's scroll down here. I have created a drum room. So I have a drum room where I record it back in. So I have a mono room. I have one mono, and I have a mono and a stereo. This is my stereo and this is my mono. And then here I have my drums clean and my drum compression. This is how I fatten them up. And now what I'm doing is, you can go up here and I'll click on this. And that's how I'm going back in. I'm busting it in to Studio Live on channel 5. So channel 5 is coming out of here and going back into the mixer. Okay? And that's how I fatten up my drums. So if I take that and I mute it, the drums are a little bit thinner. You can hear the skinniness in the drums. Let's see. Let me turn off the okay. Okay, now let me turn on the. See, when I turn the rooms on, when I mute my rooms, the low end kind of goes away in the drums. But when I bring that out, then I get way more drum action. So that's what I use my mixer for. That's one. Not only do I use it as my interface, but I use my mixer to fatten up my drums in the mix. So the drums are just pumping. Okay, they pumping. And that's how it's done, guys. If you want to fatten up your drums, then you need to pump them out of Pro Tools. Either you're gonna have a large mixer. I use, a lot of artists, they just 2-track drums. But I'm a beat maker, so I make my beats from scratch. So I do not 2-track my drums because I make my beats from scratch, so I don't 2-track my drums. Each of my drum instruments are playing on an individual tracks. I have kick in, kick out, kick sample, snare top, snare bottom, snare sample, hi-hat. The kicks and the snares, I put them on 3 tracks. I have three different kicks pumping. See the kick? It's three kicks. 3 snares. It gives me a lot more oomph on the low end. So I always use 3 tracks for my kick drum. And then not only do I use 3 tracks, I use 3 different types of kicks. One to give me a high end, one to fill in the middle, and one to drive the low end. So that's the way I do my kicks. And I kind of do the same thing with the snare. You know, I get my top, and then I get my bottom. So my drums are pumping on 3 tracks, and my snare is pumping on 3 tracks. I'm Ivan the Great, y'all. I'm the man who solved the Pac and Biggie murder case, and that's how I pump up my drums on my tracks. Stay tuned, guys. Check out my video, how I solved the Pac and Biggie murder case, and I will be bringing you more tips on how to get your mixes right. Next thing, we'll bring you levels. We'll teach you how to get your levels right. So now you can practice on fattening up your drums. God bless. God keep you. Ivan the Great, y'all.